WWGP News Director Margaret Murchison.
Good morning, I'm Margaret Murchison. It's Wednesday, the 23rd of June, 2021, and it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Everyone in central North Carolina, though, might see some wet weather. It's going to be warmer and more humid today and Friday and last into the weekend. There's also a chance of isolated showers and storms each day, just typical summer activity. So today will be partly cloudy to mostly sunny with the high of 81. Tonight will be mainly clear with the low of 58, and Thursday will be mostly sunny with a high of 82. The Lee County Health Department has been selected by the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services as one of 28 counties to host the COVID-19 Vaccine Incentive Program. Beginning Thursday, June 24th, that's tomorrow, the Lee County Health Department will offer $25 cash cards to anyone ages 18 and older who must receive their first dose, transport of an individual to their vaccination appointment, limit of one cash card per visit. Those transporting individuals to the vaccine clinic must attest they are not a driver for a transportation service such as Uber, Lyft, or a taxi company. Cash cards will be provided to the LCHD by the North Carolina DHHS and will remain available while the supply lasts. Cash card incentives will be available at the Lee County Government Center on Hillcrest Drive and at the Dennis Wicker Civic Center on Nash Street during vaccination sites. Heath Kane, director of LCHD, said this incentive program is a great addition in our efforts to help to alleviate time and transportation barriers to COVID-19 vaccines. I am so grateful that Lee County was among the counties selected to provide this incentive as we all work to make our community healthier. Upcoming vaccine clinics in Lee County are tomorrow and Friday, administering Pfizer vaccine at the Lee County Government Center from 2 to 4 p.m., June 29th, administering Pfizer vaccine at the Dennis Wicker Civic Center from 8:30 to 10, and July 18th, or July 1 and 2, administering Pfizer vaccine at the Lee County Government Center from 2 to 4 p.m. Appointments may be scheduled online with the following link: www.leecountync.gov, by phone 919-842-5744 English or 919-718-460 option 8 Spanish, or walk-in appointments are also available. Health authorities in Gaston County, North Carolina, said the area is experiencing an increase in hepatitis A infections, which initially started with chronic drug users and has expanded to a much larger population. According to the CDC, hepatitis A is a vaccine-preventable liver infection caused by the hepatitis A virus. HAV is found in the stool and blood of people who are infected. Hepatitis A is very contagious. It is spread when someone unknowingly ingests the virus, even in microscopic amounts, through personal contact. From 2018 to 2020, Gaston County reported just 33 total hepatitis A cases. In contrast, during the first few months of 2021, the county has already recorded over 120 confirmed cases. Quoting Ellen Wright, communicable disease supervisor for the Gaston County Health Department, "We've really never seen anything like this. The case numbers are the highest we've seen and continue to climb. While our homeless population, incarcerated individuals, and those using drugs are the most impacted right now, it only takes one person working in a restaurant or other public facility or industry to cause a large-scale community outbreak. We have to do everything we can to get high-risk individuals vaccinated so we can prevent the spread." It's worth noting that there are several ongoing outbreaks in neighboring states such as South Carolina and Tennessee. So if you're homeless, using drugs, or in any other situation that puts you at an increased risk of catching hepatitis A, it might be worth following CDC advice and getting vaccinated. In other news, a Moore County man endured a rabid bobcat attack. Scott Jackson was attacked by a bobcat at his home in Eastwood. He said he and his wife, Randy Jackson, were carrying groceries when a growl was heard from behind the vehicle. He noticed the chickens scattering and yelling, and instead of leaving the area, he went toward the growl. Jackson said the bobcat crawled up his back and he endured 12 puncture wounds. He said he had me face down in the carport. Because bobcats normally do not affect humans and are known as ghosts in the forest, Jackson was told to get rabies shots. He completed the series of shots Friday, June 18th. The Moore County Sheriff's Office Animal Services responded to the residents. The Moore County Sheriff's Office's incident report contains a supplement dated 4 days after the bobcat attacked Jackson. The report states a bobcat in the same area was killed hours after Jackson was attacked. It tested positive for rabies. Jackson said, "It's still kind of odd to go outside and not think about it. The only words of wisdom I can give you on this is if you hear a growl, don't go near it." Dante Joshua Terry, 26, was arrested by Sanford police yesterday and charged with speeding to elude arrest and permitting the operation of a vehicle with no insurance and driving or allowing the driving of a motor vehicle with no registration. Jason Roy Brazil, 40, was arrested and charged with larceny and possession of stolen goods at 2461 Hawkins Avenue. Jamie Lynn Baker, 31, charged with larceny on South Horner Boulevard. Mark Dylan Rose, 28, charged with failure to appear. Eric Wesley Speed, 35, charged with possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of marijuana drug paraphernalia, expired registration card and tag. Circle K on South Horner was a victim of larceny and shoplifting. Frederick Lewis McKendall was a victim of larceny from person on Somerset Place. Denise Jean Rowley was a victim of damage to property on Rock Springs Drive. Jose's Bakery was a victim of larceny at the facility on South Horner Boulevard. Edward Donahue Casey was a victim of a break-in and entering at his residence on Academy Street. Dollar General on Hawkins Avenue was a victim of larceny and shoplifting. Hobby Lobby Incorporated was a victim of larceny and shoplifting. Barbara Brigman Underwood was a victim of fraud. Sydney Brianne Roberts was a victim of damage to property on NC 87. Jenna Rose Schuster was a victim of domestic violence on Weatherspoon Street. Jordan Nathaniel Lawson, 24 of Hill Avenue, was arrested for assault on a female and larceny of a motor vehicle and held under a $5,000 secured bond. Cassie Lynn Gunner, 26 of Cletus Hall Road, was arrested for failure to appear in court and held under a $20,000 secured bond. Jose Manuel Vicepo Santos, 44, homeless, was arrested for failure to appear and jailed on a $1,000 secured bond. Alvarado Lopez Hernandez, 35, of 2nd Street, was arrested for failure to appear and held under a $4,000 secured bond.
Find free caregivers to support you and your loved one at aarp.org/caregiving. That's aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
During its meeting this week, Lee County Commissioners held a public hearing to loan $100,000 to the Sanford Area Growth Alliance from the revolving loan fund, waived a policy to delay a vote on a public hearing matter until the following meeting, and approved a loan to the Sanford Area Growth Alliance in the amount of $100,000 from the revolving loan fund. Under old business, the board named various community people to various boards and commissions, including the Airport Authority, Charles Parks, Agriculture Advisory, Amy Nanette Davis, Joint Sanford Lee County Environmental Affairs Board, Keely Wood Puritz, Library Board of Trustees, Erin Britton, Clarissa Miller, Sue Poore, and Rebecca Hunter. Jury Commission, Laverne Kinney. Senior Services Advisory Board, Martha Wicker, Noni Joyce Smith, and Marianne Gaster. Triangle South Workforce Development Board, Matthew Cashett and Darrell Parker. Americans with Disabilities Act Board, Tiara Street White. Central Carolina Community College Board of Trustees, Bill Carver. Board of Health, Dickie Sloop. Juvenile Crime Prevention Council, Doris Faye Stone and Adrienne Standish, and among other boards, Parks and Recreation, Greg Cruson, Nakisha Richmond, and Margaret Ellen G. Moss. For a look at sports,